Welcome back to Dwarf Fortress, where we are continuing with part 2 of this year in Dastotdeg. Bearchild is still crawling around, doing fine. Many full moons have passed with no ill effects. I realize I could probably look up in a wiki to see if there is anything to worry about with this child, but sometimes I like to surprise myself, so I'm just gonna keep watching and see if anything bad happens with the mayor's werebear child. I've just turned the lower meeting hall into a tavern known as the Worshipful Desserts. The tavern keeper is Asob Esmuldab, a brewer who seemed to be having some difficulty, was having some trauma about seeing death all around, so I figured he could use a break and just sit behind the bar and run the tavern. And autumn has arrived. The 7th month of the year 256, the busy year of 256. Soon we will see our dwarven brethren from the mountain homes. And speak of the devil, here comes the outpost liaison and the caravan from Edithlor. This year's trade agreement includes crutches, armor, and let's see, cloth, backpacks, crowns, and musical instruments. Okay. You know, I'm really not sure what the purpose of this screen is. You know, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm really not sure if this is my agreement to export these items to them or their agreement to import these items to me. I just have no idea. Maybe I should read up on that someday. In any case, I always ignore it. Farewell, Zazida de Lestegel, and congratulations on your election. I look forward to our meeting next year. Our fortunes rise and fall together. I've got a lot of gold and silver crafts for them this time. Man, the dwarves brought a ton of food with them. It's crazy how much they brought. In fact, it looks like food is all they brought, and a few bags of seeds. Did I ask them to do this last year? I don't remember that. Well, I think we have enough meat for a while. I don't think I've seen this before. The spear dwarf Zuglar Silabekar has shared a rumor from abroad. That forgotten beast Nittig is still hanging around the caverns, killing trolls. The forgotten beast kicks the troll in the head with its right rear foot, and the injured part explodes into gore. Checking out the news and rumors. It looks like the goblin army of Zuglar Rime-Pleated marched on Bridge Steam in the late spring of 256. Looks like some more goblin armies marching in the southeast. Looks like the goblin activity is heating up. And the dwarven caravan is off on its way. See you next year. This forgotten beast is apparently able to swim underwater and is prowling right around my water source area. I have the doors locked, so none of my dwarves should be able to get down there, but it's still a little bit concerning. Here is the ledge that I dug out, and the forgotten beast is right below that ledge. And here come some more migrants to the fortress. Oh, uh-oh. There's a miasma in the trade depot. You know, I bet that's because I bought way too much meat. and fish, and it's just stinking up the place now. Oh, this is another interesting message. The metal crafter Rovad Stalitko has revealed the presence of the severe controls to the Axe Dwarf, Edom, and Nerodil. I don't know what that is. Is that an artifact? Probably an artifact. I forgot to report the population after the last migration. It's currently 160, and there are 46 dwarven children. Well, now that Miasma has migrated into the storerooms for some reason, I think I made a huge mistake buying all of that food. I don't know if any of this stuff is refrigerated. I feel like it's all just rotting away right now. We are growing. The Hillocks of Realm Channels has been founded a day's travel to the northeast and looks to your thriving economy for its future prosperity. The Dwarven Hillocks of Realms Channels, population 50. Site government, the Allied Crypts. Civilization, the systemic tool economically linked to me. The number of kittens and puppies around here is starting to get out of control. Winter has arrived. Since it's winter now, that means all of my above-ground water sources are frozen over. So I dug this well down here, right above the caverns, which goes right down to this water right there. I think I might need more than one because there's a lot of dwarves trying to use this thing. I'm trying to put a grate underneath the well to keep monsters from crawling out of the caverns, but every time I try to put a floor grate here, it messes up the well, so I'm apparently not doing it right. Maybe I misread how it works. Oh, this combat report looks very scary. The Forgotten Beast is fighting with my dwarves. What happened? Oh no, it broke down these two doors and I didn't notice. Oh no, the Forgotten Beast is in this corridor just slaughtering my dwarves. I've just ordered all of my squads to attack. Oh man, this is horrible. Okay, I'm gonna follow the Forgotten Beast. Oh, this is gonna be brutal. Here we go. There's fighting, there's... Wait. Is it alive or dead? I don't know. I really don't know. I think it's dead? Yes, the Forgotten Beast is dead. I don't know who killed it though. There's a bunch of dwarves dead now. Izum Adenkagos, a miner, is dead. Melbil Thekutendak, a farmer, is dead. Dastot Kuborsavesh, a marksdwarf, is dead. The two war dogs showed up and tore into the Forgotten Beast, so they helped a lot. This spear dwarf might have been the one who landed the killing blow. He stabbed him in the head and tore the Forgotten Beast's brain. Lore Abalorith. Yeah, it looks like that spear dwarf got the last blow. It was a group effort though. A lot of dwarves were surrounding this beast, punching and kicking and stabbing and cutting at him all at once. One of the war dogs is pale and has their ability to stand impaired. The Stonecraster Dastot Burlasat has got motor nerve damage and sensory nerve damage and has lost the ability to stand. Same for a miner named Kyleb Rigothgaton. I think all in all, other than those 3 dead dwarves, I think we got off pretty easy there. That could have been a lot worse. A couple more says they need diagnosis, but it doesn't say they have any injuries. I think all in all, other than those 3 dead dwarves, I think we got off pretty easy there. That could have been a lot worse. Oh man, look at all these dwarves that are just congregating down here at the level where the well is, trying to get water. They were just all down here looking to get to the well, and then the Forgotten Beast broke down these doors. Oh man, okay, now they're all streaming out here to get to this water source. I had locked those doors to keep the people out of this area just in case that Forgotten Beast came up out of that water. Oh man. Oh no, Zulban the cat was found dead. And Unib, a goose, is missing as well. Oh no, Thyket Zonetoast, one of the war dogs, died. And a stray puppy died. Oh man, the animals are taking all the brunt of this attack. Dastotdeg has had his spine smashed apart. Oh man, the hospital's full of patients now. This is more than my hospital has ever had to work before. Well, at least the well is working. I got so distracted working on this well that I let a Forgotten Beast into the fortress. Another Hillox has been founded. Pastime Rag. A day's travel to the northeast and looks to your thriving economy for its future prosperity. The last time I started getting Hillox, depending on my prosperity, a huge goblin army attacked, and that was the end of Avuzastel. I'm trying to move all the meats up into this huge area here, so if it's gonna stink up something and rot, then it'll be out of the way at least. Oh, Zephan Salazas, a dwarven child, has slipped into a depression. Well, unfortunately, this little child cracks easily under pressure and is a pessimist. She was horrified reliving seeing the Etten Savet Sternyell die out there. I guess she was out there during that fight. Oh well, we'll keep an eye on her. Odom Rolrigath, a dwarven child, withdraws from society. Another Hillox has been founded. Burial Labors. Founded a half-day's travel to the northeast and looks to your thriving economy for its future prosperity. Well, there is your first mistake. Oh no, Zephan Salazas is throwing a tantrum. He's that child that was depressed a little while ago. Let's follow him. Hope he doesn't get in too much trouble. He's wandering. He's wandering. He's not fighting anybody. He's in the meeting hall. He just walked into the meeting hall. And now he's playing make-believe. What? Oh, I see. She punched a goose, and then she punched a waxworker, and then she calmed down. For punching a goose, I will name her Goosebane. Hey, we have our first bard who wishes to join for the purpose of entertaining the troops. This visitor has come seeking work as a performer. He heard the worshipful deserts was the place to look for long-term work. Kubuk Rampart Spun wishes to reside in Swordhaven for the purpose of entertaining citizens and visitors. I approve. Oh, Reg Kanasbar, the Baron Consort of Wheel Canyon, is visiting. Interesting. And we have another artifact. The dwarven child, Odin Rulregoth, has created Lectadthatil, a quartzite toy axe. He claims it as an heirloom in the name of the family ancestor Saxul Bloodrims. I guess the child would claim the toy axe that he just made. Well, it's no parched puzzled, value 9600, but it's really complicated, encrusted with rectangular quartzite cabicons, decorated with pigtail and sandpear wood, and encircled with bands of rectangular quartzite cabicons. On the item is an image of Ral Knife Judge, the dwarf, and Flaresex, the giant alligator in quartzite. Flaresex is striking down Ral Knife Judge. The artwork relates to the killing of the dwarf by the giant alligator in the Tattooed Swamps in the year 198. Also on the item is an image of floating guts in water buffalo leather. Wow, that is quite an artifact. Yet another Hillocks has been founded, the Hillocks of Clear Daggers. Half day's travel to the northeast. This will surely get the goblins' attention now. So as we get into the last half of the last month here, I'm starting to reflect on the past year. There were no goblins, but it was still a very busy year. I've had to do a lot of editing to fit everything into one video. In terms of construction this year, it's mainly been general expansions. I expanded the armor and weapon storage out here near the barracks. I added that second hospital, of course. Over here on the left side, where the Werebear Mayor was imprisoned, I've actually made... I've sort of improved this area. I've added beds and tables and chairs and some food storage into that spot. So if we get any more werebears, I can throw them in there and they can at least be somewhat comfortable until the day of their inevitable execution. Down here on the market level, it's mostly the same. I've added more workshops, probably. I did add a lot more storage area over here on the lower left for food, because I bought all of that meat. And I think we've slowly been working on storing that meat in these barrels. I expanded the dining room up here a little bit, but people don't really seem to use this dining room very much. I'm not sure why. Down one level on the residential floor, I've been working to add more and more apartments to accommodate our growing population. I also added more storage here for furniture because I'm just always running out of storage space for furniture. Down here on the recreation level, I guess I'll call it, the tavern is bustling. The temples are not bustling, but people do go in there now and then. I've added a switch down here, a lever, which goes down to a new construction lower down, closer to the caverns. Of course, farther down we have the well that we just built, which is very popular, especially in winter. Down even further, near the caverns, I've built a little bit of a prison block here. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but the captain of the guard was complaining that there weren't enough places to imprison people, so I built some more. And of course there's corpse storage and refuse storage here. And if we go down one more level, we have the mausoleum. I've opened up the doors and replaced the doors that go down to the water, so the doors can get down there. But I've also built down to the south here another bridge and a tiny chasm. It's very shallow though. I don't know if it's even useful. But this actually goes down to an area in the caverns over here on the left, where I'm hoping probably next year I'll actually open this up and start getting my dwarves to clear out these caverns. So that's a goal for next year, if we have time. And assuming there weren't any more forgotten beasts that tear us to pieces. Overall, I think it's been a decent year. We had some losses, but nothing as serious as the year before. Just some standard operating costs, I guess. Bearchild is still crawling around perfectly fine. The child of the Werebear Mayor from the beginning of the year. I'll be very interested to see what happens when this baby turns into a child next year. I'm a little worried they're going to turn into a werebear, but I don't know. I hope not. And there it is, the end of the year. 256 is now complete. New Year's Day 257 has arrived. Spring has arrived. Oh, wow. And wow, okay. Before I have a chance to pause and end this video, the Werebison Bistcash Ganuupanud has come. The large bison is twisted into humanoid form. It is crazed for blood and flesh. Its eyes glow scarlet. Its black hair is patchy. Well, we're gonna have to end on a cliffhanger here and deal with this next video because... wow, it is right outside the door, too. We don't have time for this, so, coming up next, dealing with a werebison. Werebears weren't enough, now we have werebisons. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you next time.